I have begun to realise that some vegans are becoming sort of radical fundamentalists when it comes to veganism, which I find increasingly irritating. But putting that to one side, why should veganism be treated like a religion?
Because it's a deeply held belief, it's a passion, and I believe in not making others suffer. And I believe in the most vulnerable members of our society, which is farm animals, should be treated with respect. And, you know, people like me are always ridiculed. We ridicule suffragettes, we ridicule the civil rights movement. This is the next big movement. To me, it's more important than Brexit. This is the debate about the future of the planet and how we treat the animals we share it with.
If it's treated as a religion, what would that mean for you? How would that change your life? Would you set up a church?
We would be less ridiculed. You know, we sit on a plane to Pakistan, my glass of wine is taken away, I wear a headscarf when I go to Pakistan, but a man comes and sits next to me and he's eating chicken curry. So it would make people respect not just me, but respect animals and the way we treat animals.
Does that
Who's the god of veganism?
It's animals. We worship animals. I love
animals. All animals are your god?
Yeah, I believe that a religion isn't so much about a god, it's about respecting others and respecting...
Do you eat bread? Do you eat bread? Do you eat bread?
I eat bread, yes.
Right, you're aware that in the process of wheat manufacture and bread making, that literally billions of insects get murdered.
I'm not saying that vegans are perfect.
But you're very concerned from a religious point of view. I mean, these are sacred animals that are being murdered so you can eat bread. So do you stop eating bread? I'm serious. Do you stop eating bread?
No, I eat almonds,
if you're making a religion and these are sacred creatures, it doesn't matter what size they are, a little insect that you're having murdered, well, they get murdered. You ask any farmer who produces wheat and then involved in bread manufacturing, billions of insects get murdered. And vegans never mention them. They munch their bread, they eat their toast, they love their baguettes, whilst abusing people like me that eat steak. But you don't care about the little guys, do you?
I do care about the little guys, and actually...
Well, so you're going to stop eating bread, then?
Well, I do eat bread.
Well, why? You're a hypocrite, then, aren't you?
We do the best that we can. We live the best life that we possibly can.
Well, it's a bit like me saying, I'm an alcoholic. I do the best I can, but I eat gin, but not vodka. I think right, it's the same thing, isn't it?
I think it's a question of degree, and this is why I take exception to the idea of veganism as a religion. If it did have a god, it would probably be morrissey, by the way, Piers. I don't think it is a religion, because a religion involves God or gods in my book, and that kind of ups the ante in all sorts of ways. I think veganism has all... I think it should be a protected characteristic. I think it should be treated with respect and dignity. I think it is about a serious commitment. It's not just a diet, it's not just an opinion. But I would differentiate between that and a religion, Liz.
And shouldn't it involve bread? I mean, if bread leads to the mass murder of
billions... But it's that sort of attitude that ridicules a deep
that attitude exposes the hypocrisy of so many vegans, I'm afraid.
For sheep, cows, pigs, who I have to see on the motorway every single day.
You don't care about the little animals, do you? You don't care about the little guys. That's the problem with vegans. Vegans are evangelical.
Do you mean that birds are killed through pesticides, or they're killed through the farming process?
I had a farmer who sent me a brilliant letter.
You could eat organic bread, presumably, and not have to eat the pesticides.
No, I understand that birds are killed on farms, pigeons are killed on farms, they use pesticides. I'm not saying we're perfect, but I'm saying that we shouldn't be ridiculed and discriminated against and laughed at.
Shouldn't we be consistent?
Well, I think it can
Shouldn't you be consistent that actually no living creature should ever be killed so that you can eat food? If that's what you really believe, and you're prepared, like some people do in Brighton, they go and storm restaurants, scream abuse at people eating steak and play music of sound of cows.
I think there's very few vegans who scream abuse,
Shouldn't it also extend
I've never
to
screamed
everything
abuse at
that involves any
me.
killing of animals,
but
which
Piers,
means bread?
Don't you think that would include viruses, then? For example, if you were being ultra-consistent, well, then you would leave viruses alone too. Any living organism...
And you wouldn't treat disease.
Right, you couldn't treat disease, right?
So it's a question of degree.
You can't treat disease, so we all die, right?
Well, I haven't had children, so I'm not perpetuating humans, who are the most dangerous animals on this planet.
So you want to end the human race?
Well, we're destroying the planet.
So just to clarify, you just said, I think, that you want to end the human race. You haven't had children. You think children are...
There are too many humans on this planet, and if we continue to eat
Are we going to kill them? What are we going to do?
If you're concerned about children, children starve because the least practical way of feeding the planet is to feed plants to
Are
animals.
you going to cull humans?
So if you care about children, you would be vegan because that is the only way that we're going to feed the planet.
I've got 4 children who all eat meat and they thoroughly enjoy it, right? I don't like celebrating the death of animals.
Your attitude,
I don't
this
like,
is why we need
I don't
to be
like trophy
protected by law.
hunting and using and killing animals for sport and fun, right? But I believe that in the natural order of being able to eat meat, right? And it's what we've done since time immemorial.
Don't you think
Since time immemorial, we haven't had factory farming, super farms, intensive farmings in the way that we have it now.
I don't think that Liz's view is something that certainly deserves respect. It has integrity. It's an honourable position.
But please stop talking about humans being the worst of all and saying that all humans...
But I think if you look at the human...
We are the most dangerous
So what's
animal on
your
this
plan
planet.
for humans then? If they're so terrible, what do you do with them?
Make them all vegans.
Make them all vegan.
I mean,
Would you get rid of some
plant-based
humans, though, Liz? Seriously, would you cull humans?
I wouldn't cull humans.
You'd
I'm
prefer
saying
people to have fewer
if you're
children.
so concerned about the human race, the only way we're going to feed ourselves is by not eating meat. It's been scientifically proven we cannot continue to consume meat in the way we do because children are starving.
So why don't all vegans live longer than meat eaters?
I bet I live longer than you do.
How much? How much? How much? I bet you £1,000 I outlive you.
Oh, my goodness.
Well,
how long do we have to monitor
seriously?
that particular
I bet you
bet?
£1,000 I outlive you.
OK.
Yeah?
We'll
Go
shake on it.
Go on.
Is it going-
£1,000 says I outlive Liz Jones.
Is it going to the
Where does those £1,000
people for
go?
the
Yeah, I
ethical
can rub
treatment
it
of
down.
£1,000
animals?
to charity.
PETA.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, not PETA. Well, let's talk about PETA. So PETA have come out today and said that eggs...
You can't be a feminist
You can't
and
be
eat
a
eggs.
feminist and eat eggs because, of course, it's killing the reproductive
Well, you
process.
certainly can't be a vegan and eat eggs,
hens.
can you, Liz?
You eat eggs?
You can't be a vegan and eat eggs. No, I have eaten eggs from chickens who I know, and I know their names, and I know they don't die of horrible death. Yeah.
What? So if you know
fine.
the chickens, you don't mind killing them?
I don't kill them. I
You
don't
only
like
kill the
eating
ones you know?
I don't kill them.
Liz eats
Eats
the
the
eggs
eggs.
of
And
the
you're
that's
killing-
ethically produced eggs.
You are killing, potentially, little chicks, right? I mean, if you didn't eat them, they could become chicks.
They're not fertilised.
Right? But because you know them, that's fine.
But they're not fertilised.
So if I know the cow, it's fine if I eat steak.
No, because there's a pain that the cow goes
Hang on,
through,
no,
isn't there? Whereas there isn't one.
I'm trying to
there isn't
understand the
pain
logic
for
of
the
a
eggs.
vegan
But
who
you're-
eats eggs, right, if she knows the chicken.
See, this is why we need veganism to be a religion. It's to protect us from people like you.
But I'm asking you a question you don't want to answer because it sounds so ridiculous, right? You just said you don't mind eating eggs from chickens if you know the chickens. I'm saying, why can't I eat steak then, which has come from a cow that I know?
Because that's a ridiculous
If I know Daisy the
argument,
cow,
isn't it?
is it better that I eat her than if I eat a cow that I don't know?
But you're being a fundamentalist now.
Why?
Piers. Well, it's a question of
I'm
degree.
challenging the logic of this position.
You know, you
which seems to
mentioned
me riddled
vegans
with
going into
inconsistency.
restaurants and shouting abuse. This is exactly what you're doing
I'm not
to
shouting
me.
at you.
Well,
challenging
what he's
you.
doing is challenging you. And I'm not sure that if you treat veganism as a religion, you then absolve yourself of being challenged. I mean, Christianity gets challenged regularly,
and
so does
rightly-
Islam. You know, religions have to be challenged in order for the views
Trust
to
me, I'm
stand
challenged
up.
every single day.
Yeah.
Every single
But
day.
That's
why-
because, Liz.
You know,
Liz,
you
that's
watch
because
on telly, you see an advert for a 3-bird roast for Christmas.
Yeah.
You see sheep on
But
the
if
motorway in Norris.
veganism was
You're
a
challenged
religion,
every
would that
single
be
day.
banned? Would advertising meat be banned? Would you ban people from eating
I find
meat?
it
Would you
offensive,
ban
actually,
factory
the
farming?
constant bombardment, especially at this time of year, of promoting meat.
But I find
that offensive.
But I find the constant bombardment of abuse from vegans, extreme radical vegans, equally offensive.
So we need to learn to live in a plural world. That's it, isn't it? That's a lesson that we might
Bring us
learn
together, Reverend.
Yes.
well, that's my job. But I would say that
You're
that's a
sticking up
message.
for me.
I am sticking up for you. I think it's a message that you might draw from religion, is that we live in a plural world. I respect your views.
Live
I
and
respect
let
your
live.
views
Right.
too, Piers. So we have to find a way of working that together. And that means we respect each other's rights, but we don't let those rights
Can you say a
trample
prayer
over the
for
other
us all?
person.
I feel like
What a prayer.
I feel like we know
And
my
I'm definitely
neighbour.
having nut roast for
Reconciliation.
Christmas.
I don't know. I'm going to go and eat a steak from a cow I know later and see if that makes me feel better.